Does this shirt make me look fat?
Don't talk to me like that. Okay? I am a grown up.
Well, I wouldn't ask a kid that because they'd say, yeah. Or they'd be like, no, you make you look fat. Then I'd be crying. Why would I ask a kid
Boom, boom, for the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, did you thank God? Gotta thank God for Fridays. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I mean, Monday's cool and Tuesday we make it through. Couple tacos. I'm talking about TGIF. Wednesday is hump day. And Thursdays, we're almost there. We all love the weekend, but we can't make it without Friday.
Nigga, I'm mad because that was your pre-show conversation.
Yes.
Asking me, does this shirt make me look fat? Who the fuck are you talking to?
Obviously, I was talking to you.
Do this shirt make you got your bad angle yourself in the camera? Or
I mean, yeah, I was looking. I was like, dang, gee, I need to get back in the gym.
Don't do that. It makes it. You look sad. Stop it. Don't embarrass yourself like this.
Mic check 1 2.
Shit. Right, first of all, give me this.
Be back in business.
Nigga, what? The fuck are you saying?
I was doing the intro by myself.
No, nigga. No, never.
So we just not doing the intro.
Mic check 1 2. What is this? Bitchin by the bomb. We back in business.
We back in business, baby.
I am the host with the most, the blessed and highly favorite, Franco the Pen. Here with my usual co-host. We got Marky D on the ones and twos.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the first and last time listeners. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for joining us for your pre-drinks. We truly appreciate it. I almost said my PSA intro. Thank you for spending your pre-drinks with us. We truly appreciate it. I'm mad because that can't over this fuck me.
I don't know how.
Shit, I'm all types of fucked up. Oh man,
well, we know.
Kiss my ass, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Shit. Nigga. I want to play this shit.
Okay.
And it has no business being this hard. Okay? First of all, my the church fearing producer of the show is gonna love this one. So the name of the video is if church songs had hip hop drops at the beginning. All right, you ready?
La music under Jesus Christ.
Churchaholics mixtapes. We make it look holy.
Moses music.
Metro Boomin wants some more, Jesus. We the blessed music. Yo, Lazarus, you want to come out here?
Fucking lit.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm mad because I was like, I can't. Usually, usually when I find some dope ass music on TikTok, it's usually like already a full track on YouTube that I can just go find and download. That's why most of my playlists is just filled with like unheard of heat, unless you just on TikTok and shit. I'm all like, I can't go find this. I can't. Not me. I can't be the nigga that's begging. Moses music.
Lazarus, you want to come out for this one? Just mad drops though. Hey, low key though. For the first time, even though I saw the movie, so I don't know how I missed it the first time. Well, I saw like 90, 80, maybe like 60% of the movie. Now that I'm thinking about it. So in Space Jam, there was a little baby Kirk Franklin song.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm driving down the street just now on the way here. That's exactly where that put my mind, low key though.
Jesus.
I was like, "Hey, why it's a banger though?" I'm like, "Okay, all right." And you just hear, I mean, because it catch you off guard. I mean, because it started off, you hear Kirk Franklin, and I looked at my dash, and I was like, "What is this playing?" I mean, like how is this in this playlist? Because I'm on Tidal or whatever, right? I'm like, how is this just in this playlist? And I'm like, "A little baby, what?" I mean, you just hear Kirk Franklin just going, and then little baby slide through. Like I'm like, wait a minute. It's called like Rise Up or something like that, or We Rise, something like that.
Yeah, but Kirk Franklin, he always swapping motherfuckers out so he can stay relevant. To the new shit, so I'm not even surprised.
I mean, everybody know that's Plies on the low. So
you know what?
I don't know. I don't know. Have we still ever seen them in the same room together? I don't know. I don't know.
I thought they at least talk to each other. I don't know. Bro.
It's
I haven't seen them in the
smoke
same
and mirrors.
But a song that I shouldn't even be. It's in the playlist, and I play it because I need music that's not cussing in it for the kids to listen to.
Uh-huh.
But I actually just like the song because it's T-Pain and somebody else's shit. But I shouldn't. It's like where were we at? We had took the kids down. They was doing like these movies in the park shit.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
And they played the Lego movie. It's called Catchy Song. You ain't never heard it?
It sounds familiar.
But nigga, I swear it shouldn't be. But it really is addictive once you listen to it. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, turn the volume up.
Stuck inside your, this song's gonna get stuck inside your head. This song's gonna get stuck inside your, this song's gonna get stuck inside your, this song's gonna get stuck inside your head. This song's gonna get stuck inside your, this song's gonna get stuck inside your, this song's gonna get stuck inside your head.
That's all T-Pain.
Yeah.
That's all T-Pain.
And that junk will get stuck in your head. I was already over here humming it to myself. I'm like,
Shit, fucking. I got a bunch of shit to talk about. Almost a bunch. Just random shit. I shouldn't take that off. I don't think. Fuck it. Let me see. Whatever. Let me pre-test this shit. How much shit do you got?
I got 4 things.
That's it?
Yeah.
Fucking damn it, Marcus.
You just said you had a bunch. I got 4. I usually come with anywhere from 4 to 6. Right. 1 is usually a deep dive. Okay, so 1 is usually like an update to current event type things. 1 is usually, let me get your opinion on this, because low key I'm going through this, but I don't want to say that on the podcast, so I got to bring it up in the Hey, I didn't know we were still recording already.
Get your shit together. All right, I wanted to. We're gonna talk about this first because it's by far the craziest and most popular news story of the past 2 days.
Uh-oh. That's probably one of mine right there.
It probably is.
Down to 3.
Down to 3.
Down to 3.
I mean, you had to have heard about this shit. 24-year-old woman accidentally shot in the clitoris by a stray bullet in her living room.
No, I did not hear about this.
You see that shit?
No, I did not. This is hilariously tragic.
It is
like, well, first off, how was she laying?
I'm just gonna read it.
Okay, all right.
So this is from the Daily Mail. A Somali 24-year-old woman was shot in the clitoris by a stray bullet while sitting in her home. The bullet came through the ceiling while she was sitting down watching television and landed inside that coochie. For the report, CT scans revealed the bullet had become lodged inside her clitoris after being fired into her vulva, meaning she required surgery to have it safely removed. Doctors say it was the first time conducting this type of surgery. to the best of our knowledge, this case is unique due to the bullet being retained in the clitoris.
Wow.
Imagine having a bullet stuck in your dick. So fucking funny.
It's over. It's over, G. They just shut down the whole factory with one bullet. I mean, like, how?
She said watching TV. Just say you was masturbating, ma'am.
Obviously. I mean, like, foot was up on the count. She was doing some freaky single acrobatic type stuff. She had one foot. She was playing naked twister
By
herself.
Sad.
One foot on lamp. Right foot on floor. Booty in the chair. Bah! She got hit. She had to put on some clothes. She's like, they can't see me.
Nigga,
like
she
this.
got shot in the pussy. She ain't put no clothes on. She covered up with the nearest blanket while calling the police screaming. Nigga, my vagina is on fire.
Like, ma'am, where did you imagine that 911 call? Hello, 911. What's your emergency?
I've been shot.
I got shot
in the pussy.
Ma'am, you got shot where? It's hard to explain. in my lower abdomen.
Nigga.
Nigga.
I don't think you putting in the severity and excruciating pain of getting shot in the nigga. Nah, send help, bitch. I've been shot in the pussy. Trace the call. Stop talking to me. Send help now. I can't drive myself. My legs are shut down. I can't feel my clit.
Pimp down. Pimp in distress.
Nigga, I would. Nigga,
do you have to get labioplasty after that?
I don't know. Cause okay.
I mean, like, do they have to like fix the front?
They said
it went in through the vulva.
Through the vulva, came and landed
and lodged inside
the clitoris. Okay, so
that's a magic bullet. That is a magic bullet. It was like that made sense in my head.
I feel like it for some reason in my head. I feel like it came in through the regular opening, but somehow hooked up into the clitoris.
Like, cause like, how are you laying
be funny,
to where this is going backwards?
Be funny.
What that is?
The bullet would have kept traveling straight and killed her, but
she had the meat.
But yes, that and at that exact moment, which saved her life, she nutted, which contracted the wall strong. And curved that bullet up into the clitoris.
So look, I got it. She was laying doggy style on a chair with her feet up.
How do you picture girls masturbating? Let's talk about this.
No,
why would she be laying doggy style?
She was just innocently watching TV
in doggy style position,
yeah, just like this.
Kiss my ass, Marcus.
She was just like this, booty tuned up in the air.
Okay.
Feet crossed even. Feet crossed like this.
Okay.
All right. Just flip it through. Just catching some old episodes of Sex in the City. And then bang! It just came down through, went in doggy style, and that's how it went. The physics don't add up.
No, the reason she would be in that nigga. Okay, I'm not gonna, because she was by herself. She could have been. I've seen girls give it to themselves in that position, but that
she just thought it was just an extra or something.
No, in order for
she went from playing with the bullet to getting hit with a bullet.
That should be okay. Actually, yo scenario makes more sense than now that I actually think about the ways I've seen girls playing with themselves. Yo scenario make more sense than what I gave it, because I have 100% seen women like laying on their stomach, hooking back to play with that coochie issue.
That is true.
But they just said it came through the roof. They didn't say that. So she could have been like regular on the couch, not with her ass to the dick. But she could have been like laying on her stomach or something like that. Then that bullet just came in through the roof, hit that angle just right, and got lodged in the clip.
That's wild.
Fuck,
that is wild.
I'll take yours over mine because yours make more sense.
It does, for once.
Yes.
that's
besides
crazy,
I think mine is better for her reputation though, because I'm not like, nigga, my coochie walls is so tight. They curved the bullet. But I'm like, okay, damn, how is she gonna pee?
Painfully. For the next month or 3.
How long do you think it heals? How long do you think it takes to heal from a bullet being lodged in your clitoris?
I don't even know. That's gotta be. I mean, because like you can't put no bandages on it. Like, no, what you gonna do?
You stitch you do the surgery. You stitch it up. Then you put some type of cream, I guess.
He said some type of cream, I guess.
Ain't it like cream? Ain't it like cream? Like a liquid band-aid or something like that? I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't.
Yeah, there are such things as liquid band-aids, but like, no, they gotta put them dissolvable sutures in there.
This was a they did say this was a unique. So they just up in there just throwing shit at the wall right there.
He in there like, hey,
we up here. If she lucky, because
dissolvable sutures. That's what it's gotta be.
If she lucky, it won't fuck up like, because some shit like this, you won't fuck up. No, not even that. It didn't hit her in the fucking uterus.
Well, I mean, the
clitoris is where. You know what I'm saying? All them nerves in there. That's how females come. That's how females come, nigga. I mean, no more orgasms for you.
Hey, that was like
no more head orgasms for you.
That was one of the old school torture methods that they used to do in a lot of societies. They used to like cut or burn off, you know, the clitoris of a woman.
That's not true, Mark.
It is. It's 100% true.
Where did you read this at?
I mean, all over the internet.
You are lying right now.
All right, to the Google.
Look it up right now.
I'm looking it up right now.
Because I was just what the only one I ever heard of. Well, I heard a lot of them, but the main one I heard of
I don't
was
want to put this in my
search history. For cheating and adultery. They used to cut off your ears and your nose.
Who? A woman or a man?
Of the woman. If the woman was found guilty of adultery. Or being a hoe or some crazy like that, they would cut off the ears and the nose. I have never heard of them cutting off the clitoris.
Definitely a whole thing.
Definitely, I just want to put that in your search history. To be honest,
I searched incognito.
They still got that information.
Female genital mutilation, the most common procedure, fall within the cut some flesh removed category.
Nigga, you naming a.
It's called female genital mutilation.
That's not female torture. You just naming a brisk.
No.
you just describing a circumcision. Get the fuck out of here.
No. No. Well, sometimes they did call it a circumcise.
Wow.
Just a feminine circumcision.
Mm-hmm.
But still. They included removal of the clitoral hood and clitoral glands, removal of the inner labia, and removal of the inner and outer labia, and closure of the vulva. In this procedure known as infibulation, a small hole is left for the passage of urine and menstrual fluid. Yeah, your face. You told me to look this up. It happened.
I've heard it worse. That's just a circumcision.
Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
Hey, look. A lot of y'all need a circumcision. Even this late in the game. I done seen some of y'all OnlyFans work, nigga. You niggas is nasty. And females belong on Fear Factors for sucking those dicks. Nigga, did I tell you about I watched it. I don't know what the name of this show is. It was 2 white female doctors. They was just fixing random medical stuff. I'm so pissed he was black. This black dude came in there, right? Complaining about pain in his penis. He had one of those non-circumcised, blunt-looking penises and shit. Nasty bitch. He was complaining about soreness and all this other shit. He couldn't even like pull the skin back to like
to clean it and all that.
No, that's the problem. Because the doctors went down there, they got the skin back, and they saw this inflammation and all this other stuff. They was like, yeah, this is da 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 da. It was like, when was the last time you cleaned your penis head? He was like, I didn't know you were supposed to clean your penis head. Nigga, sir, bruh. I'm all like,
coming from the congregation, young brother.
The look these two white women gave this, they was like, dude, wash your dick. And then they sent them on his way.
Maybe he was from somewhere else.
He was from overseas.
Okay. All right.
But no,
doesn't count as
I'm judging you by your race, nigga. We taught societies how to wash their body. We don't have that excuse, sir.
That's fair.
We exclusively use washcloths over here.
Big facts.
Nigga, you know that you're supposed to pull that skin back, get that head.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
Apparently, Marcus put his dick in the dishwasher and some shit. That motherfucker.
Y'all don't do that.
Fuck out here.
Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't just put some soap inside the fleshlight.
First of all,
that's not how y'all do it.
First of all,
that's not how y'all do it. Y'all just get some Dawn and just drop it straight out there.
First of all, nigga, I was about to judge you for having a fleshlight, but I bought
a fleshlight. Let me see.
Not a fleshlight, nigga. What?
Just borrow it.
That's not something you borrow.
Just for the weekend.
Say catch up, bitch. You get the fuck out of here.
I'll bring it back, dog.
No.
I'm good for it.
Die slow, bitch. It wasn't a fleshlight. It was.
Oh, one of them real life booties.
No,
let me have it.
No, nigga.
Let me just see it.
It was just a sex toy that go over your dick.
Okay.
But it wasn't like.
Do you play with it like a video game?
No, it wasn't. I wish if it was one of them, I'd probably be satisfied with the bitch. But this is one of them ones where it just vibrate and you gotta move it yourself.
Oh,
I was like, nigga, this shit. About to punch you in your titty, nigga. I was like, nigga, this shit is awful, and I prefer regular vagina. I'm all like, nigga, I wasted this.
So you threw it away?
Yes.
In which trash can?
Bitch, the dumpster. This is years ago.
Dang. All right.
So fuck you. Now, if I would have got one of the motherfuckers I keep seeing on Twitter and Pornhub, the motherfuckers that be moving up and down and all this other shit, nigga, that bitch probably would be the one, nigga. But male sex toys are taboo and shit.
Super taboo.
Can't be talking about this on
Beyonce's internet
and shit. But I will say that motherfuckers buying them full human women,
life-size dolls.
Yeah, it's becoming way more
They
common.
need to be put on lists.
Why? Why?
They need to be put on lists.
Nigga, them first of all, them bitches can be as thick as you want them to be. And them titties look good. Them artificial titties look good, nigga.
I mean, but how do you not feel like you just having sex with like a corpse or like somebody that's like incapacitated? I mean, you gotta position them. You gotta move them around. I just don't see how you wouldn't feel like you are having sex with a corpse.
So you got
or somebody that's
asleep. You got a problem with that, but you got no problem with masturbating to a chick with her dildo stuck to a mirror.
Who said I've done that? Why were you outside my window last night?
I've seen your porn history.
How you get up there on the second floor? But no, man. I mean, like, you gotta position these dolls around.
You gotta position the dildo around. If men is
we are not talking about women here.
If men
women can do whatever they want. Have you not realized that?
Fuck that shit.
Have you not realized that?
Equality.
Have you not realized that?
If men is weird, women is weird. I've seen women fuck a 13-inch dildo just attached to a torso. Didn't even have a head or arms or some other shit. It was just a torso and a dick. You can't tell me that shit ain't. If what we doing is weird, what they doing is weird. I don't give a fuck. I want equal rights. Stop looking at this crazy as shit.
I'm just saying.
At least our shit got like a whole human. This bitch could be a Britney on Rodale Drive. This bitch is beautiful. You see them titties? You wish you had them titties. That ass is fat. And I can play, nigga, and guess what? Some females is lazy, and you gotta place their ass too. Look at this thing. He had a flashback. That bitch was a corpse, wasn't she?
I don't know what he's talking about. I do not know what he's talking about.
Sure, dude. That nigga, I saw depression on your face. Like, damn, that bitch. Whoever that was, nigga.
Don't listen to this man, America.
Whoever that was, nigga. He had a slight twinkle, nigga. That shit was
Do
like.
not listen to this man, America.
Oh shit. You never forget that one, huh?
Do not listen to this man.
I remember, nigga. You don't forget that one because one of my exes did that shit to me, and I still fuck, but nigga, I cussed her ass out when I was done. Nigga.
He said I let her know about it afterwards.
Nigga, she was pissed, and she was actively, even though you can hear her actively holding her moans back. So she was just like deading me, like dead corpsing me. And I'm sitting here like, nigga, this is the most rapish thing I have ever done.
So imagine that. On a silicone level.
You can't, nigga, this started off not real. It's worse when it's an actual human who can actually make noise. You are purposely not making noise just to fuck with your man's ego and self-esteem, nigga. No, that's bullshit. This fucking some anatomy, nigga. If you want her to say, nigga, do what females do. Females be having them robo dicks that they be having the earpiece in to have some nigga saying sweet nothings in their ear while they getting fucked and shit. Put a soundtrack in that bitch.
A soundtrack. Just get one of them old school tape recorders.
No, nigga, shit. You better do it like Bill.
Sex Sounds Volume 6.
Do it like Build a Bear. Every time you hit that bitch,
squeak, squeak.
Some nigga, put some of the moans of your favorite nigga. Record your favorite porn star. Record that scene. Put that bitch inside the sex dial, nigga.
He said get the little squeaky thing out the chew toy. Your dog's chew toy.
I'm about to kiss my ass. I wish the fuck. Oh my god. That's it. God, that sounds awful.
It does. That it does.
What if every time you grab the bitch titty you squeak like that?
I would so much fun with that.
First of all,
just randomly. Be like,
shit, dump your ass. Touching my titties. Oh God, what if you heard that?
I mean, hey, what's in there?
You got that bitch done in the slums of Florida. Those are black market titties.
He said you went to Dr. Duval County. Dr. Jacksonville.
Almost
Dr. Tallahassee.
I almost said something fucked up about that. Well, Kanye ain't gonna never watch this shit. Okay. I'm about to be like, you went to Kanye mama doctor.
Oh no. Oh no. These are not the views of Marcus A. Hunter. Only that of Franco the Pin and Franco the Pin.
So dark. But I stand by it because that's fucked up. All right.
What else you got for me?
Of course, some more ghetto ass news. One day, I'm gonna have to fly this airline.
You know, I almost talked about airlines.
So I don't want to.
Talk bad about it.
Fuck it. You know what you get when you buy Spirit tickets, okay? Okay.
We love Spirit on this podcast.
You know what? Yeah, send us money, but you know what I'm saying. You know what you get when you fly Spirit. So apparently, it's a video going around of. It was a woman on the plane. She looked out the window. She saw an employee taping. It was the silver tape, so it was the good tape.
It was the good tape.
But
and this is the exact reason why I don't fly with Spirit. I don't care if it is aviation, airplane tape, or nothing. The fact that you even have to take the plane together, and then you doing it while people are on the flight like we cannot see you. That's the reason right there that I will not fly with Spirit. Now, Southwest, I can do. But Spirit, no, sir. After a while, that's going to need a fresh new coat of tape. That tape going to lose that stickiness. You flying all around the world and you got tape holding it together? Baby, no. Don't even worry about it. I won't be booked with this.
Hey.
So Marky D fly Spirit.
Nah.
Has flown spirits.
Okay.
I will give you that. Marky D has flown spirits.
I have.
So,
I have.
you know, besides, let's say you survive the 4-person fight and the stewardess kicking you in your shin. Let's say you look out the window and see an employee taping the engine. This is before the ramp is still attached to the plane. You can get off.
I can get off.
But you trying to get to Florida because, you know, bitches.
Well, if that's what's at stake, I'm getting on the plane. I'm staying on the plane. What you think this is? Nah.
You risking the tape that engine?
I'm risking it for the biscuit. I mean, it's just a little tape. I bet you she didn't get off the plane. Exactly. She just said never again. But she said, yeah, right now.
I already paid, so.
Exactly. I done been on a plane where there was tape. I wish I had the picture readily available.
Please,
it was on the inside.
Please believe. If I see that tape come up, I'm usually in the emergency exit door. In the emergency exit room.
I'm sure the tape was only there just to ensure that a little bit of air didn't get in the wrong place.
Kiss my ass.
See, that's I'm 100%
He said as the engine fell from the wing.
That all that was duct tape, literally, to tape a duct, D-U-C-T, and it was just to add an extra layer of barrier to keep air from getting in the wrong place. I bet you that's what all it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they landed, and I'm sure they got it together eventually. But I did read this. I saw this. I'm gonna bring it next week because I can't remember all of it. But it was like a thing, and it was talking about it was ranking the airlines from like worst to best. When I tell you Spirit was like number 2, I was like, this list got to be fake.
Number 2 best or number 2
Number
worst?
2 best.
Wow.
I was like, this list got to be fake because people ain't riding with Spirit like that as far as ranking them. They might be riding with Spirit. I done muted our mics with my arm. I'm glad we wasn't saying nothing.
This nigga.
Let me see if did I screenshot that? And Southwest was last, dead last, and I was like, really? And the thing that ticked me off, I just booked the Southwest flight like 3 days ago for beginning of June, and I was like, how are they dead last though? Like, who put this list together? Let me see if I can find this.
Is it last in like?
It was like number 11 out of 11.
Is it last in like service or last in like fucking quality of plane?
Let me see here. Here go the list right here. I will read it off to you. Let me see if I can get some information on how they came up with this list. Ranked the best airlines in 2023 according to a new report. After several years of rough air during the global pandemic, it's smooth sailing again for airline industry. So what's the best airlines to fly? The personal finance website Wallet Hub has just announced its annual list of best U.S. airlines. What are the criteria, though? Wallet Hub came up with the list by collecting and analyzing flight data from U.S. Department of Transportation and using a strategic methodology that compared 14 key metrics ranging from cancellations and delays rates to baggage mishaps and in-flight comfort. The analysis also considered cost in relation to in-flight amenities. So maybe that's why Spirit ranks so high. But I'm going to read this list to you. I'm going to see how you feel about it. So number 1 is Delta Airlines, obviously. I was going to book Delta, but it was like $120 more for the same trip, basically, that I booked my Southwest flight with. But anyway, number 2, Spirit Airlines. So Delta had a score of 66.79. Spirit had a score of 66.57. So they like boxing with the big dogs right there in this list. Mm-hmm. third is SkyWest Airlines. I ain't never even heard of them. I don't know if that's just like a certain regional type deal. But they had a 63.7. United Airlines came in fourth. Alaskan Airlines came in fifth. Hawaiian Airlines came in sixth with 57.14. Seventh was JetBlue. Eight was Envoy Air. That must be some other stuff because that one and SkyWest, the only two I haven't heard of on this list. Ninth is American Airlines. American Airlines, I've flown on them once or twice. And they've been straight. Frontier Airlines, I flew on them. They came in 10th with 45.13. And then Southwest Airlines, dead last at 11th with 23.39. They 20 points behind Frontier. I don't know if people just don't like I have heard Southwest called the bus of the sky before because you get to pick your own seat. But I swear I've heard it called that before. I mean, but I'm not particularly tripping on it because if you play it right, you get a really good seat. You know what I'm saying? So like, so they got another list, the most reliable airlines, and Spirit's in number 5. So how they get number 1 overall, 2 overall, if they reliable is number 5, most comfortable, Spirit's 8, and Southwest is 4 on most comfortable. Safest, Spirit's number 2, Envoy's number 1, Southwest is number 11. The most affordable, obviously, you got Spirit number 1, Frontier number 2, SkyWest, JetBlue.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah. The most pet friendly, okay. Spirit ain't even on that one. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Southwest ain't 11th overall bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I've flown on quite a few different airlines. But next month I might have a different story to tell. Or the month after next, in June, I might have a different story to tell.
Nigga, it's still April.
Yeah, barely.
But what the fuck I've been flying? American
Airlines?
Yeah.
I mean, they straight to me. Like I flew them to Florida.
Nigga, I wish I knew what the fuck the airline was that we take from Flint to Chicago to get to the actual flight to where the fuck we supposed to be going. I think it's American. I'm not really sure.
I've never flown from Flint locally. I've flown from Flint to like Florida, Flint to like Atlanta. But I've never done like Flint to Chicago, Flint to Cleveland, that type of short little puddle jumper.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Oh,
What you do? I'm like, what you do?
Tripping is what I'm doing.
That's hilarious.
I'm trying to think because the plane that usually go from Flint to Chicago is a small one because it's only like an hour flight.
Yeah,
but I always hated that plane for the simple fact that I, being a bigger dude, would like the fucking I ain't gotta be first class or even fucking business class. I could be back in the back with the rest of my poor people, but I want the aisle seat. Why? I can deal with an uncomfortable seat for hours. I want the fucking leg room.
Yeah, I was about to say, see, in that aisle seat, you could kick that leg out into the aisle just a little bit.
I need the no, not the aisle seat. I need the emergency exit row for that leg room. It got a little bit, and I'll take that little bit because motherfucker, the ability to do this, is everything to me, nigga. But it's been a couple times where weather can fuck us up or some other bullshit where they just have to put us where they can
shoehorn us in. You know what I'm saying?
So on those flights, I just found out that the armrest that locks your ass in place
Oh yeah, it's swivel.
can come up.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sitting here jamming all this flubber into those little ass seats, thinking I couldn't move.
Well, I mean, you gotta have them down for takeoff and landing.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. Nigga,
FAA regulations require us that.
I didn't know, nigga. When I looked over and saw some white dude with the arm thing up, nigga, you would thought I saw Jesus himself come back right here on this plane.
He was probably ready to grab.
I'm like,
hey, how you do that?
What made me so pissed? I didn't see it until the plane was 3 minutes from landing, so it didn't even fucking matter. But I wanted to know. So I'm like, dude, how did you do that shit? He like, it's like this
little tab,
little
thing.
something
Yeah.
at the bottom and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, I spent all of 15 minutes looking for that thing. Finally found it. The relief, that I could do this, and just stretch my. Oh, nigga, I will sit anywhere now, as long as if it's an aisle seat, and they got that little tab to let that thing up, nigga. Let's go. Put me anywhere. The fuck, but just I was so pissed. I'm all like, nigga. So I've been paying all this extra money for exit row, not exit row, but fucking emergency row, leg room and shit, where I could have just been hitting this thing and moving to the side and stretching my legs and then coming back. Nigga, I want all the cheap seats. As long as that bitch is on the aisle, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Give me all the cheap seats.
Yeah, they swivel up. It's different on every plane because they try to hide it a little bit. I feel like, but yeah, it's definitely doable.
Hello? Hello? Yes.
I'm like, huh?
Hello?
What's up, baby?
What is the name of the plane what's the name of that small ass plane we be taking from every time from Flint to Chicago? Is that American?
Oh,
It's probably United or American.
so it's American, but it's like it's American, but it's the type of plane that they have, and they put you on a small plane for a short trip. So if like if the flight is like an hour or two, then you always get that small plane. I think it's like the E700 maybe or some dumb ass shit like that. I know it when I see it, but they only do it because it don't hold a lot of fuel and you can't go far.
So it's American.
Yes.
Okay.
But is any flight leaving out of Flint? Well, not any flight leaving out of Flint, but Flint is a small airport, so a lot of the planes are always small because they don't book large airplanes from there.
All right, thank you. Small ass planes. Very small.
Usually, like, it's just got 4 seats across, 2 on each side.
Nah. It's usually like,
Is it 2 and 3?
no, it's 2 and 1.
Oh,
That type of small.
I know the exact.
The
ones
one
you're
where
talking about. Yep.
I go in that bitch.
Delta-
I
I
got
thought Delta has
I
some
got
of those.
I got a duck to get up in,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got to turn to the side to get through.
To scoot down.
Yeah, it'd be, oh, nigga, it's like flying in a coffin.
Oh,
I'm
jeez. Morbid thoughts.
just like, nigga, leg room, give me. But it's bad because like I'm a fan of the window seat,
Me too.
but
Especially-
I want the aisle seat because I want the fucking leg room.
I like taking pictures and being a airplane fanboy.
So I'm all like, in those planes, it's kind of clutch, but it's bad for me because I'm in a relationship, so my girl be wanting to sit next to me. But for those who ain't got that problem, shut up, Mark. Those planes on the left hand side, that entire row is just a 1-seater. So you get a window. It's also an aisle seat, niggas. Just you by
It's a
your
window and aisle.
Just you by your goddamn self, nigga. Just it's the best of both worlds, goddamn.
No, what's best is when you're not on a fully booked flight. You end up with your own row, so you get to stretch out.
Oh, God.
Bruh. Put your leg up.
We was happy because we went to Jamaica. It was a 3-2, like you said, but I think it wasn't full, so we ended up getting like the 3 seats to ourselves and shit. So we had like the middle seat was just I was just like get up over there. And we just had like the room, and I was you talking about niggas stretching his legs for the fun of bitch?
Like look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Oh, this room, bitch. And she still managed to sleep her ass on me. Oh, god damn it. Fucking. I'm just like, I am a sucker for all that leg room, bitch. I need leg room, okay? My legs are stiff. I'm old as fuck.
Something like that.
You 20-year-olds wouldn't understand.
Y'all sure
I'm
wouldn't.
talking about Marcus generation.
What? Not 20 anymore.
Shut your young ass up, goddamn.
Sometimes I wish I was still a little younger.
Why?
Life is moving, man.
You want to be one of these young. Ugh.
But see, this is the problem.
I'm growing up with younger. I'm fucking living with younger people. They dumb.
Man, see, look at here.
They dumb as shit.
I'm not saying that young. Dang.
I hate them.
I just need to go back like good 5-6 years.
I'll be having like, okay. To some people, this is gonna sound good, and to some people, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Oh,
I'm about to give you several scenarios, and I want you to tell me how you would feel about it. Okay. And these is all daydreams I've had, and I still don't know how. On some days I feel like it'd be like the best thing. On some days I'll be like, nigga, this should be fucking awful. Okay, so let's say one day you open your front door and see nothing but a white light. You pulled into the white light, and of course, most people's natural reaction would be eyes closed. You open your eyes, and you wake up in your 6-year-old body.
Oh, son of a!
You wake up in your 6-year-old body, but you still have the memories of the life you've lived. But you in your 6-year-old body.
Is it 1996 or is it 2023?
It's 1996.
Okay. All right.
So.
Oh, there's money to be made.
But is it still gonna happen the way you? Is it still gonna happen the way you know it, or because you flip some shit, will shit change? What if you actually? I put this in the scenario of people like motherfuckers who actually like their life right now. Like, would you? This is your chance to do it all over again. Would you still make the same decisions to get you to where you was at, or would you do something to make it better? But that would end up with you not meeting the motherfuckers that you knew.
Both.
What? You can't have both. You can't have it all, nigga.
Look.
Some of the shit happened to you because you was down and out, nigga.
I'm about to accelerate. I am about to accelerate everything. Going back. So look, we going back. What's that? 27 years for me. We're going back 27 years. I'm gonna be that deal.
So what?
I'm gonna be that deal.
That deal.
That deal. In so many different aspects. The only problem is I'm gonna miss something. I know I'm gonna miss something. Cause like I'm gonna be trying to compress time frames. I'm a focus on things that I feel like would matter a little more than I would have back then.
The problem is that you have to remember certain dates, and you have to remember the time before them, so that you can interject yourself in the most strategic way.
But no, it's not even so much about
let's say you
historic events.
Let's say you want to. I'm not changing like not.
No. I'm saying what I mean
saying
by
like
historic events is like
if I wanted to be like in the room with the motherfuckers, not in the room, but
that's true.
If I wanted to be like there to get a good chunk of Google, starter Google,
that low key is easy. When I tell you when they had their IPO, I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember saying like, man, this is gonna blow up. But I ain't had no money. I had no money.
Yeah, because we was all of what?
I mean, I think we was 18. 18, 19.
Google?
Yes.
Google?
Yes, when Google had their IPO, it was like 2007, 2008.
Nigga, I'm talking about
You can
the
look it
founding of Google.
Nah,
The
see,
start of Google.
That's not what you want. You want the IPO. They
Nigga, I want
stock price started at $300.
Nigga, I want shit, I want the Class A stock.
Bro.
I want the shareholder stock.
Yes.
The shit that can't be watered down, nigga. In order to get that, nigga.
Look.
Because I'm thinking about when YouTube and Google started, which I feel like was late '90s, early 2000s.
1 second. Get this going here. When was Google's IPO?
Jesus. Just type it, you lazy piece of shit.
2004. According to Benzinga, Google held its IPO on August 19, 2004. The company priced shares at $85 each, down from an original range of $108 to $135 and at the low end of a revised range of $85 to $95.
So I was I was
14.
I was a freshman.
And I remember distinctly thinking
I graduated in 07.
So you was a sophomore.
I was a sophomore, which means yo ass.
I was a freshman. So
14.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Nigga.
Math over there ain't mathing. Yes. I remember thinking like this is gonna be the thing that blows up. Like, but I didn't have the money to invest in that. You know what I'm saying? I distinctly remember.
And now this second time around, you will.
I mean, obviously, yes.
How, nigga?
I was already business minded. I actually by 2014, I actually already had my first business for the last 2004. No, yeah, 2004. I already had my first business for the last 2.5 years. But I wasn't thinking investing like I know now. Like I have 2 investment licenses right now, and I'm working on a 3rd as we speak. So
on dick over there.
No. I'm just putting it on the table so y'all can. But so think about it. The investment knowledge that I have now. No, I would not have the licenses then, but I would know the process. I would have that mindset. And so originally, when I first got into financial services, I wanted to have my investment licenses before I was 22. I ended up not getting them until I was 27 because I just slow rolled it. I mean, think about it.
So
I could have done so much more.
Even with the knowledge,
I could have done so much more.
Even with the knowledge, unless you go through somebody who already got their shit to be your front man in order to get this to you at such a young age.
Hey, mama.
Being a freshman.
Hey, mama.
Wow.
Listen. Listen. I'm 6. Let's put a little bit of this money. Matter of fact.
Nigga, how about you?
Boom, check it. No.
How about you just...
So look. I remember when I lost my mind. No, I'm kidding. I remember when, that's what
I know what you're saying, nigga.
So, I remember the first time I invested money. The first time I invested money, I was actually 10. And after my dad passed, both me and my brother got accounts set up for us. You good? You look confused.
Mm.
You good? You look confused.
No, I was confused by this Fiji water over here.
Oh.
Plus this trap phone still got a full charge on it.
A week later? Hey, that's wild.
Go ahead.
That's wild. Shout out to Nokia. hey, Nokia needs to bring out some old school brick smartphones.
It wouldn't be smart.
It would be. Not even. But after my dad passed, both me and my brother, we got accounts set up for us. But at the time, I didn't really realize that I don't remember if they were set up as UGMAs or UPMAs or like Coverdale's or 529 plans. Basically, that's like a child's investment account. And knowing what I know now, that was more than enough to 4 years later throw into something like Google and not be here right now. No offense to, we would be in a better studio. That's what I'm saying.
Save the foot.
That's what I'm saying. We would just be,
I swear, I'm not even finished because I'll be thinking about like finding some young unstart company and just investing in their shit.
I mean, now there is a lot of risk with that. There's
I don't
high
even,
risk, high reward.
I don't even want to like. I swear, I just want to pull a 50 Cent. I want to invest in vitamin water. I want them to. I want to invest in some small company.
Uh-huh.
I want them to be bought by a bigger company and just give me my payout. My very large payout.
Boom.
I'm not self nigga.
That's what we all want.
I'm not trying to run no. I'm not trying to put on no suit and run no Fortune 500 company, nigga. Just give me my.
He said,
give me my money.
cut.
Like what's that movie called? Shit.
But no, not money.
The Family That Prays.
Yeah. Okay.
Where that black lady come in and she's the Cavalry Corp and she just come. Yeah, I've been rich this whole time, bitch. Nigga, never knew.
I don't know if I said this last week, but sometimes I feel like I wish I was. I think I did say this last week, but like that's exactly how I feel when I say like I wish I was rich now and just like playing. Not because I want the money behind me, but like I just want to find a chick that's real. Like I know where I'm going. I'm going places where I can save any woman I want. That's where I'm going. So I gotta find somebody that's down. I gotta find somebody down while I'm down, so she can ride with me to the top.
Marcus, with the way your life is set up, and I love you as a person. With the way your life is set up,
I'm listening.
The most I see for you.
Jeez, sounds low already.
You have two choices right now, okay? Well, seeing as how I don't see you taking one, you really only have one. Okay? Now, one, you have a marionette of options. They come with baggage, a lot of it. But they love you for who you are right now. And when you come up, you will know they love you for who you are. And the money is just a bonus and shit.
But
it's a lot of
baggage, though. What's this baggage you talking about?
Kids and other shit. Past relationship trauma and all this other bullshit. Now,
that's fair.
What's more realistic in my head for you and shit is that you make it big either in your own marketing firm or you make it big in some investment that blows up. Either way, big payout, limousine ride, jet flying, the Ric Flair. Then you have to, you being the cautious nigga that you are and shit. Bad bitch is. But one stable bad bitch. But you cannot trust her.
That's fair.
So
prenup,
clauses, all this other shit. Of course, she gonna fight you on that because you know how those type of females be about prenups and shit.
Yeah.
Why are you even bringing up prenups? Are you ready for this relationship to fail before it already begins? Gotta have that conversation. All this other shit. She tell you that she's pregnant and that it's yours. It's not.
Don't wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Just a whole bunch of headaches your way and shit. Till you eventually end up adopting some bright ass African child who's very intelligent Tony Stark and shit.
And I just fund his future and he becomes the next.
Who you can leave your legacy to and shit.
Jeez. While
you spend the rest of your life just boning 28-year-olds until
they don't never get older.
So how you want the shit to ride out, dog? You only got the two. Nigga.
I guess
It's very rare. Now you could if you are lucky, you will end up in a Sierra Russell Wilson situation. If that's even what you want.
That would be
because apparently Russell Wilson is corny as shit. according to
the internet.
According to females and shit.
Yeah. Jeez. I feel like those are not great options. They're not. Man.
To be honest, nigga,
I'm gonna have to go with the baggage. Like I guess I'm just have to hire a bellboy to carry the luggage.
Nigga, are you
get it?
Listen,
the baggage, the luggage.
Marcus is different. Marcus wants deep down, outside of just fucking random bitches every weekend. Marcus wants love. Like,
where does he get this information?
Like,
I do.
Marcus wants love. Crazy. Me, on the other hand, I did already said it. If this relationship that I'm in right now do not work out, nigga, I am done. Nigga, I don't even want to put this out on the internet, but just know, I'm having a legacy child. I already know who the mommy is. Oh. I'm having a legacy child. I'm dying alone in this bitch. fucking random hookers and random bitches who I promise money and never give it to them.
So we hitting the town. That's what you're saying. We hit the town.
You just told a woman with baggage. You in a happy marriage. Raising your stepkid and your 2 real kids.
So look. This is gonna sound weird. This is something that I should never say on Beyonce's internet, but I'm gonna say it.
Oh shit, here you go.
Actually, it's really a question. So how do you tell a woman, right? So I was at the barbershop the other day.
Oh fuck that!
Right.
That den of debauchery. All right, what's up?
And there was this kid there, right? And I was like, man, low key, if me and such had a baby, it would look just like that. I don't know why that. As soon as I saw the little boy, I was like,
"Who is the such and such?"
I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'll be on the internet.
If me and such had a baby, it'll look just like that.
So, I've been in my mind.
To be honest, nigga,
wanting to put this text message together, be like, "Hey, I know we ain't."
Mute this.
Oh, I hope they couldn't read your lips on that.
I was like, nigga, that is yes. That is their child. 100%.
No. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
I want a DNA test. I'm not even in this shit. I want a DNA test, nigga.
Oh, okay. All right.
I saw your post too. I know you saw what I wrote, bitch.
I did, and I ignored it.
You ignored my shit on purpose. I knew it. You saw me, bitch.
100% ignored it. I was just like,
I was sitting there like, he read this shit, bitch. I know you read it. He read
Kept on scrolling.
I was trying to start I was hoping her ass would read it. I was like, I just want to start this shit up. Let's go, bitch.
This guy. But yeah, it was the weirdest thing ever. I looked at this little kid and I was like, dang, like low key. Like, who are your parents? Because you look like me and somebody else mixed together.
And hopefully the real parent came by you. It justified these looks.
I know, right? But yeah. So that, and the whole time I was sitting there thinking, like, that's not something you can say to somebody, Marcus. You can't just text this random girl and be like, I saw this kid that looked like it would be ours.
I saw this child and thought about you. I just knew that. I know we had to. Like, this had to be for us.
just take a picture and be like, hey, smile, little bro.
You was going to jail. You are going to jail. You cannot take pictures of random children
in public.
You are going to jail.
Like, sir, there's a place for you.
Nigga, please don't be one of them people.
No, definitely not.
I'm mad. I'm picturing you like mid flash, and it's just a police officer right there. Like, sir, what do you do? Is that your job?
Like, hold on, I'm trying to get a better angle. I'm about to send this to this girl.
Nigga, you going to jail?
He looks like he can be ours.
You going to jail?
You going to jail now? Uh-oh. I got kicked off. What happened? I mean, we probably still live, but I got kicked off of it.
Oh, mine's still going.
All right. Yeah, all right, I'm back.
All right. It's a sad day for niggas like me.
Uh-oh.
Real sad. You know why? Because apparently, oral sex is linked to a spike in throat cancer. They've been saying for years.
Mm-hmm. You know what
the internet been saying?
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm still doing it. You just gonna have to deal with a whole bunch of new cancer faces, goddamn. I'm not giving up my goddamn bread and butter, nigga.
Facts. Big old facts. Hey, you know what Lil Duval had to say about that, right?
Oh shit, what is it?
He said,
No can do, yeah. Hey, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
That's where I saw he had posted. He was like, nah, y'all just be saying anything. Nah.
Yeah.
Hashtag fake news.
Yeah. Fake ass news.
That's too funny.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's fake, but nigga, no. We not stopping, goddamn.
Actually, like, basically, I think it's linked to HPV.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, actually, a guy sued his girlfriend because he got throat cancer from her having HPV and him giving her oral sex.
Mm. Which is understandable.
Yeah. I think he might have won, too. I can't remember.
Dirty bitch.
Yeah. Giving that man that throat cancer.
My biggest fear. Some of y'all girls really be dirty. They be letting these niggas bust up in them, and then coming home and just letting you eat their pussy without even washing that bitch out and letting it self rinse and all that. Just
no.
I'd
not letting it self rinse.
I'd have seen too many stories on TikTok where and bitches be thinking that shit is funny. Nigga, if they know, nigga, that's a in my head. That's a justifiable homicide. Bitch, she tried to kill me 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
she was just on the long plan.
I don't know what that nigga. She came up here and just let me eat her pussy without saying a word. Mm-hmm. Not let me hop in the shower first. Let me just
dub.
I hate you,
bitch. I hate you the most.
With the slug in the back of your head, bitch. Oh, this shit right here caught me by surprise.
Caught me by surprise, I must say.
It tried to fuck up my childhood.
Oh man.
But I ain't having it, goddamn.
Nope.
So this is everybody should remember the show That's So Raven. The white girl from that show her name was Chelsea. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She was in the adult version.
Good singer. Nice titties. She was recently on the podcast and she
I went into audition. The show was called Absolutely Psychic. It wasn't called That's So Raven at all. And at the time, Raven wasn't the lead. She was the sidekick.
That's true. What?
Yes, but when they filmed, they realized that Raven was the funniest one. Mm. And I think that was kind of like racism.
Okay.
They couldn't really see a black girl leading a show. They didn't.
And not initially.
Yeah, they saw her as a sidekick.
I was confused at first. I thought she was going the other way with it. I thought she was saying like it was trying to call it like reverse racism. I was lost for a second. That's why I was like, wait a minute. What you doing, Chase?
They didn't want Raven black ass to lead the show. Raven went in there and showed her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Now the show was called That's So Raven, and she ended up running the Disney Channel for years.
Came back as an adult on the That's So Raven reboot with Chelsea as her neighbor / house, whatever they were. Orlando Bloom. Well, I think that's his last name. He's the one that's been tripping. He was the boy best friend, and he's been tripping all over the internet for the last like 10 years, all drugged out and stuff. He's the one. We live in a world of, come on now,
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, why you acting like you don't know?
No, I'm waiting for you to tell. I thought you had some kind of point you was getting to.
My point was he been tripping lately. I feel like he needs some help, and I don't think he getting the help he needs.
Nigga,
he went the way of the regular child actors and actresses.
He not getting he on a new TV show.
What?
Yeah.
What's it called?
The Bad Boys of some shit. It's on Zeus. Yeah, that's how you know it's right. It's on the Zeus network. He on there with some motherfucker from Pretty Ricky and a bunch of other niggas who I've never heard of. But yeah, he making his money now.
I mean,
he's fine.
I don't know about all that.
He gonna be alright.
I mean, I hear you.
Look, I stand by anybody who wants to destroy their career in their life in any kind of way. That is your decision to make. That's your choice to make. That's why motherfuckers tripping over Britney Spears and shit. Britney Spears should have never been.
Britney is back.
Britney should have never been in the conservatorship, whatever the fuck she was in.
She probably shouldn't. I mean, her dad was taking advantage.
Yeah, he was. But I'm all like, nigga, let these dude. Celebrities have been fucking away their money for generations.
I mean, but it's the difference between, jacking your money away and truly being unfit. To have.
Most of the motherfuckers who jacked their money away was unfit.
I mean, but it's a difference.
A lot of them by their own hand, but they was unfit.
I mean, it's a difference.
Drugs, cocaine.
I mean, but that's different.
Alcohol.
Drugs and cocaine, alcohol, that's something that you do to yourself. Being mentally unstable is something that you're just going through.
A lot of the motherfuckers was mentally unstable. That's why they come out with these movies and you were like, oh, they was really going through some shit. They was mentally unstable and they treated it with drugs and alcohol and that other shit. But and everybody around them just let them do it.
Yeah, absolutely. They was enablers because they was the cash cow. They was the ones bringing money home to the family.
But it was still their decision. All right. If David Ruffin wanted to sit in that crack house and give away his car for cocaine, motherfucker, that's his decision. Goddamn it. Did nobody try to stop his ass from doing that shit? I'd be like, nigga, Bam Margera's out there right now destroying his own life. Ain't nobody trying to save his ass to take away his goddamn money.
No, yes they are.
Who?
His friends.
His friends who?
Steve-O. Steve-O has been clean for years.
Yes.
And he's been trying to get Bam Margera on the same tip. And Bam actually just came out and said he's done with alcohol. He's done with he's done.
I just saw a story that said Bam Margera is on the run with his wife for some bullshit. Cocaine fuel.
I just saw this thing.
I just saw that shit too.
Well, we can't both be just seeing the same. It's different things. What was this? It was on Bam Margera. I'm done drinking. No meth in my system either. 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago.
Oh, keep talking about
it. He said something else too here. Let me find it. Where is it? Jeez. I don't know who Will Levi's is, but his girlfriend is stunning. Anyway. This was just. Where was it?
Look at this fucking yesterday. Former Jackass star Bam Margera turns himself in, wanted by the police. Turns himself in, denies assaulting younger brother.
2 days ago, Bam Margera is still on the run, but he's still contacting his family members and calls are disturbing and aggressive. 2 days ago.
And this was yesterday. Turned himself in.
And mine was 7 hours ago. He's done with drugs and meth. Drinking and meth.
Okay, so as of 3 days ago, he was on a cocaine fuel fury.
Okay. People can change.
in hours,
Hours.
facing the rest, I'm sure they can.
Look, he turned himself in, though, didn't he? Did he or did he? You just said he turned himself in, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That nigga didn't have the energy. He ran out of cocaine. He didn't have the energy to keep going.
Wow. All I'm saying is he turned his life around in the last day.
Wow. Not even a full day out.
I mean, look, hey, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. That's all I gotta say. So what else you got for me?
Just imagine you defending Bam Margera. That's so fucking funny.
All I'm saying is people are trying to help him.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I did not think was on drugs?
Oh.
John Mulaney, comedian.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
what the fuck is he on?
He was on coke and pills and
Hilarious.
like unassuming.
Really?
Yes, unassuming. John Mulaney, as in John Mulaney of I'm new in town. That was one of his punchlines to a joke from a long time ago.
Clearly,
but his new Netflix special. I just watched. I watched like 75% of it today.
Have you finished anything, motherfucker? God damn it, man! You ain't watched shit through. Fuck.
No, I haven't. I don't watch anything all the way through apparently. But John Mulaney, super unassuming, like college boy looking, said he
looked corporate as fuck.
He does.
Now it makes sense why he was running around with Pete Davidson for a while.
See, wait. Okay, so look, I don't want to give the whole story away because like this is all in his special. But basically, he talks about the Pete Davidson thing and how once he went to rehab, Pete Davidson called him and was like, "Hey, you know everybody gonna think it's my fault, right?" And like he talks about that. He talks about that on the on the special, so watch it. He talks about how he was 2 hours late for his own intervention, and because of drugs. It's pretty hilarious so far. Check it out. I don't want to give it away, but like he talked about how he's clean now, and
the first you said so far.
Well, that's because I'm only 75% through it. He talked about how he's clean now, and
so the ending could be complete garbage.
It could be. But like the first 75%, you're gonna be like, okay, all right. But yeah, definitely check it out because I don't want to give it away.
So the last thing I want to talk about, which is gonna be my last call.
This is the last call for alcohol.
Last call for April 28th, 2023. The internet in general is giving out huge fuck yous to the accuser of Emmett Till. This white bitch got to live to a ripe old age of 88.
Ripe old age.
Died of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And all I can say is I hope it was the brutal and painful kind.
The brutal and painful kind.
Horrible, horrible bitch you.
And that was one of my topics too. And like one of the things with her is in an interview.
Carol Bryan Doham or whatever the fuck
I can't even remember what her name was.
That was it. I'm reading it.
in an interview. With
Dumb
an
bitch.
Interviewer.
Sorry.
I have never intentionally wished death on anybody, but
she already did.
Anyway,
she already did.
So, in an interview, she sat down and she talked to somebody. This was a few years back, and to the interviewer, she recanted her statement. Like she said, she was lying back then, but when she sat down in front of a detective again. She didn't. She took it back. She was basically like, nah. She recanted her recanting. So she never officially recant it to any official, like to any what's the word I'm looking for, like public official.
Mm-hmm.
And that's messed up, man. Like the fact that you was willing to die with that on your conscience says a whole heck of a lot about the type of person you are.
Man, fuck you. Okay? I swear to
The
God.
long way.
I hope, and this has been in hundreds of TikTok skits. So we all thinking the same thing. I hope when you got to the checkout desk that they be having at the pearly gates, they ushered you into a room, a basic white room, where Emmett Till just got 5 minutes alone with you to do whatever the fuck he wanted to.
Wow. I ain't see that coming. I thought you was gonna say where you watch a video of what you did or something. Nah, he get his 5 minutes of revenge.
It's a plain white room where he just get all.
He walk up
and he Emmett Till is familiar with this room because every time one of the motherfuckers who did the bullshit to him came up, he got 5 minutes with their ass too, motherfucker.
He
Emmett Till with a baseball bat.
Matter of fact, it's a doorbell that says ring here. You ring the doorbell, and he opened the door. He be like, I need these 5 minutes. Like it's just you and him. Like I need these 5 minutes outside. Come on, let me get these.
And it's unfair because you changed.
You changed up. You caught off guard. You old. He young. he ready to rock and roll. He like, look,
your ass with a baseball bat.
Look, let me get
over and over for 5 minutes.
And he just sitting there like, you already know what we here for. Come on, Hey, he's standing there with the bat with my man's off Walking Dead with the spikes. Yeah, with the spikes, nigga.
And then after that, you get sent to hell because fuck you.
Yeah, and he get to push the button. I don't know why it's a button, but he get to push a button. It's the trap door.
Like it's more like a lever.
Okay, it could be a lever.
Bitch.
Hey, you know, like off The Simpsons. How you always have the trap door button? Sending the dogs. No, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. He need to get his 5 minutes. I mean, but he has had quite some time to get over it. But...
I hope, nigga, no. I hope, nigga, this he will get over it after this. She was the last one.
She was the last one. And that's the thing.
He done saw every one of the motherfuckers that pulled him out of his house. He saw all the motherfuckers. She the last piece.
And that's the biggest thing that I never really understood. Like, it's only you. You the last one left. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, as they used to say back in the day. Tell the truth and shame the devil, baby. Tell the truth and shame that devil. Like, I don't know. I don't like anything on my conscience. Small stuff. I was accessory to the fact of accidentally stealing the Fiji water.
Accessory?
I was accessory to the fact of stealing a Fiji water 11 years ago, and I still think about it to this day.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
It's just on my mind. It's on my mind heavy.
Why would the fuck would that? Okay, I'm gonna let you have that. Nigga, why?
I don't know. I do think about it a lot. Actually,
why?
I don't know. It should be there. Like, dang, we accidentally stole that water.
That's the funny part. Accidentally, you mad at accidental stealing too.
It's on my conscience. What can I say?
Sad as fuck, actually.
Yeah, it is kind of sad.
Fuck you, Emmett Till killer. Or fucking. I won't say you killed him.
Accuser. Emmett Till accuser.
No,
falsely accuser.
Because your lies led to his death. So
okay. Homicidal accuser. I don't know. Is that a phrase? Is that a word?
It's gonna be one today.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Your falsified accusations led to the death of a young boy.
Just sound terrible.
I did.
No, the way you say young boy.
Young boy.
Terrible.
That's the truth, though.
All right, what you got for me?
All right. So, I'm surprised you didn't talk about this. This is the one I thought you was gonna talk about.
Oh shit.
That's terrible taps. But so rest in peace, Jerry Springer, man.
Oh yeah. God damn it! What the fuck was I thinking about?
So I tried to find a good Jerry chant, but all of them was muddled with like claps and all kind of random stuff. But yeah, exactly. But Jerry, man, he was a staple of my childhood. Like, you know, sneaking to watch it when you know you wasn't supposed to. You know, I don't know. Just seeing people just like entire lives unravel between. Like, I saw this one post. They was like Jerry Springer done passed away. Maury retired. Like, that's talk show history right there. That's well, talk show, trash talk show, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Trash TV.
Trash TV. Somebody else was like, there goes redneck entertainment. And I was like, jeez. But yeah, man.
Man, because
rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Motherfuckers on Twitter had the meme of you know that meme of from Django Unchained where
yeah,
Steven is holding talking about, but nigga, first of all, Jerry Springer didn't just use black folks.
Exactly.
It was plenty of rednecks on there.
Plenty. I mean,
Jerry Springer was the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
Of ghetto, nigga. Everybody. I don't know why they didn't sit up here like, oh, he just used black folks. Nah.
Every race, every creed, every sexual orientation, especially in sexual orientations, you know, like when men coming out to they wives that they've been sleeping with Gerald down the street.
Women coming out to their husbands
saying that they used to be men. All kind. You remember them episodes?
No, I thought fuck, that's so fucking good. I thought about that Family Guy episode where
yeah. I was talking to this dude at work about that episode. I'm a man pretending to be a woman.
No,
pretending to be a horse.
He was like, I'm not really a man. I'm a woman. He's like, I'm not really a woman. I'm a horse. I'm not really a horse. I'm a broom. I was like, what the fuck? What is that?
Too funny.
Oh my god! You should have said the horse. The broom is what took it too far.
Erica, you know I love you, but I gotta come clean.
Jesus.
I'm not really a man. I'm a woman.
Oh my god, you're a woman?
Well, actually, I'm not really a woman. I'm a horse.
Oh my god, you're a horse?
Actually, I'm not really a horse. I'm a broom.
Okay. So, how do you feel? To be honest with you, Diane, I'm surprised.
Fucking stupid.
So stupid. Like the way the broom just fell off, it was hilarious. But anyway, yeah. Shout out to Jerry Springer. Rest in peace. I don't know what this means for that era of television. You know, like I don't know.
Oh, they killing that era.
Yeah,
they getting rid of everything.
Yep.
Jerry Springer done died. Maury got
retired.
Canceled. They got rid of Judge Mathis and who else? Judge Mathis and somebody, the divorce court lady and shit.
Oh yeah.
All y'all fucking
daytime
trash TV is going away.
It's getting replaced by who knows what.
Probably newer judges.
Yeah. More newer trash.
more millennial in season trash.
Millennial Gen Z trash.
Trash you can relate to.
Yeah.
That's the slogan. From 11 to 3. Trash you can relate to.
Welcome to Gen Z Court.
Jesus. Alright. Well, she didn't like my Instagram, and I just think that she's a traitor.
I got BFF forever tattooed on my shoulder, and she said she was getting hers next. 2 weeks later, where's the tattoo, Margaret? Where's the tattoo?
Bitch, I never liked you.
Oh, she said she don't even like you.
This is so fucking stupid. You know, it's really pissed me off. It's not even the fact that we just made it up.
I know,
the fact
right?
that it's people that actually watch that shit faithfully.
Somebody's like, "Oh, what episode was that?"
That's why I stay away from VH1.
Oh yeah, VH1, MTV is going that way. What else?
MTV. I want MTV to change their name so bad.
Exactly, to anything but MTV.
I just want y'all to be TV.
Exactly. Y'all just TV.
Because nigga, when was the last time y'all even showed a music
video? I remember you used to legit anytime they be able to switch on channel 34 on Comcast in this area, and just sit back and watch music videos.
Nigga, TRL used to try to go up against 106 and Park. Okay, those was the good times.
Facts.
Watching it was the white versus the black. Goddamn, who do you want to see?
Or it used to be messed up
until NSYNC guided somehow tricked their way on up over here.
And I remember catching like the tail end of a really great music video, and you like keep clicking back trying to catch it on when they play it again. 2 hours later, just keep checking back like, dang, all right, let me watch for a couple 5-10 minutes. I used to always love watching the "It Wasn't Me" video. It was just hilarious to me.
I used to love the end of the year countdown.
Yes.
Of like the top 100 videos of the year.
Year.
Can't even do that shit no more.
Nope.
The motherfuckers even make music. I mean, motherfuckers still making videos.
Yeah.
But they not like
it's on YouTube.
They not like highlighted.
You can find it in 6 seconds.
It's not like highlighted like it used to be.
Yeah.
When they used to come on TV, that would drove your ass to go to YouTube and watch that shit or something.
He used to give you the artist name, the album, the song title, at the beginning and at the end. Remember the I Wish by R. Kelly? Remember that video? That used to be iconic.
Nigga, fucking, it meant something to be number one on.
Didn't it? On the countdown?
On 106 in Park, goddamn.
Man.
Number one.
That
mean your ass stayed through the entire show. Goddamn. Freestyle Friday, I miss you, goddamn.
Man, hashtag bring it back.
Oh, hell no.
I know, right?
They're fucking up. They're fucking up. They already tried it with TRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, the niggas fucked it all up. Unless they're gonna have Bow Wow hosting again.
Shad Moss. That's Shad Moss now.
Bitch, Bow Wow. Shut your ass up.
All right. So I want to paint this picture for you. Back in your single days.
Jesus.
You on a date.
Oh, Jesus.
You on a date with a young lady. Y'all come in. And she says, hold on, I'll be right back. She comes back maybe 20 minutes later. And you like, what happened? And she just tells you she got into an altercation with somebody. She had to go handle somebody. She had to go handle an altercation.
Mm-hmm.
You come to find out that during that 20 minutes, she wouldn't kill somebody. That's the reality for a young lady. So she was on a date in Texas. A Texas man is accused of pausing the date to kill a fake parking lot attendant.
Oh, yeah.
Over a $40 scam. So this man, he gets charged $40 for parking. Apparently, parking was free. He goes inside the restaurant or whatever they were, finds out that parking was free, and he just got stiffed for this $40. Mm-hmm. He pauses the date. I'll be right back. Goes out, murders the man, comes back to finish the date. He's like, all right, play. And told her, she told police afterwards that he told her that they just got into an argument and he got his money back. Or words to that effect. Like they just fought and he went and scared him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But no. He paused the date to go commit murder and then come back for the surf and turf. I'm like, I'm not mad at him.
I am. On the fly murders like that make me sick. Nigga, you didn't plan this out at all?
Nah, he's like, I gotta get this $40 back.
Nigga, on the fly murder. You didn't even try to pin it on the girl. You were just like, nigga,
they ain't gonna find him. They gonna link him to me.
They'll never know it was me. Never know.
Smiled at the camera. But no, I mean, I get it though. I get it. You on a date, you gotta put your best foot forward. Like, I ain't no punk. You ain't just about to get over on me. That's basically what he said.
For the 40.
For the 40. Hey, why somebody in the comments was like, that $40 was supposed to be for her.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, nigga, did he mean that for her and shit? I'm not like, nigga, you was upset.
Get this back.
Was the coochie contingent on that $40?
It's like, you mean to tell me I'm spending 40 on parking. I'm spending money on dinner and $40 on dessert. Nah, one of these 40s coming back. He was like, one of these 40s is definitely coming back.
Now you going to jail over a hot 40 and some ass.
Exactly.
You dumb bitch. That's why all my murders have been planned. I mean, this has been another episode of Bitchin.
All right, so my last one, right? It's kind of a deep dive. It's something that Steve Harvey said recently. I'm gonna play it for you. I want to get your opinion on it. I won't do too much lead into it.
I mean, that's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
Uncle Steve, man, come on now, Steve.
You know what pissed me off about this small part of this interview? He was cooking this entire he was cooking this entire interview, and then
burnt the brunch.
just had to simp.
just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, just had to simp. I was okay, Steven. Uncle Steve.
Steven, I wish I knew your middle name.
Uncle Steve.
Harvey.
Uncle Steve grew up in a time where women depended on men.
But listen.
And in his mind, women still depend on men.
But listen.
His woman definitely depends on his ass.
Oh, obviously. But listen.
Uncle Steve.
Listen. Ain't no free rides, Steve. It ain't no free rides. Look, now you'll be tripping if she can't cook or clean. You'll be upset if she don't know how to keep the kids together. That's what she bringing to the table, even in your situation. That's what she bringing to the table. She is bringing to the table, I can rear kids, I can cook, I can clean, I can keep the house kept, I can.
Now, you know what's fucked up? In his example, females would look at him as misogynistic.
Facts.
Because he's saying that women
can't do nothing.
Are just there.
Exactly.
Are just there.
Just there to be barefoot and pregnant.
Right.
Barefoot and pregnant.
To bear children and clean up the house.
Exactly.
I'm so much more than that. CEO, I own this. Blah, blah, blah.
Let these women cook.
Steve.
And I don't mean just in the kitchen.
Steve. They wanted their equality. They burned their bras. They marched.
This ain't the 60s, Steve.
They aunties and mamas got them where they needed to be. Now it's equal. It's equal now. Now you got to come with some shit.
Exactly.
You got to come with some shit. It's females out here with females outrank men in college education.
Facts.
They out here getting the good jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you have to come with something now.
Exactly. It's because okay.
And it ain't gotta be money. We ain't talking about financial.
Exactly. We're not even talking financial.
Men don't care about your money.
Exactly. Like it's a big difference between basically what he's saying is according to what he's saying, I should just be able to walk out this house, grab a woman off the streets.
He ain't say caveman bonk some bitch on the head.
That ain't what I'm saying. Just walk up to some random woman in the street. Hey, I'm about to take care of you for the rest of your life. She strung out on crack the whole time.
Who the fuck did you picture in your mind, nigga? The fuck?
I went up there to the rallies down the street, you know. Hey, I see you asking for change. Get in the car. I'm gonna change your life. That she can have kids. That's what he said. Basically, like, look, she ain't gotta bring nothing to the table. Steve, come on now. I want you to think about that. I really want you to think about that. If she ain't bringing nothing to the table, she ain't bringing nothing to the table.
Listen, to be fair, it's still women out here that's begging to go back to the 70s. They don't want to work. They don't want to be business minded, none of that shit. They just want to be housewives and taken care of.
It's a difference though.
And if that's the case, go get you one of them.
But look. Okay, so even with women like that, it's still things that they got to bring to the table. I don't want to sit and not have an intelligible conversation over dinner. What we gonna talk about? You in the dish? Oh, well, the dishwasher has 3 extra settings. I tried the 3rd setting today. It didn't really work out. It said it was party mode. I don't know what that meant.
No, they don't.
Why? I want to be able to sit down and have dinner and talk about
people.
Life.
Women like that don't complain about appliances. They complain about how hard their job is. These kids was here fucking up. Nigga, you fucking up because you ain't never home, even though you wanted this life. And in order to get this life, I have to be out. But nigga, you not here enough. This is your fault.
All I'm saying is even women that want to be kept women or kempt women, however you want to pronounce it, bring something to the table or need to bring something to the table. Like, you got to be here. You got to add some type of value, or else what separates you from the woman next to you and the woman next to her? When I walked up to your group, you and your group of friends, what makes me say, okay, I'm gonna pick you versus all the rest of them? It can't just be looks. Because as good as you look, it's 17 better at this bar, in this club.
You know what, nigga, as much as what you're saying makes sense, do you know what every female's answer is?
What?
Because I'm me. She can't do what I do. What do you do that she can't do? I'm just me.
She can't be me.
What the fuck?
What makes you you?
What the fuck does that mean?
What makes you you?
No female has had a good answer to that shit.
None.
Not
At
one.
At least not the ones that have something that don't have anything going for them. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that.
No, every females that be say some shit that men don't care about. I have a PhD. I make my own money. I have my own condo. All that shit. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
But even that,
because if I'm taking on the role of the man and doing all this shit that you want me to do, then I'm going to be spending my money, and you're not going to be spending any of your money. So your money is fucking irrelevant. So everything you just said is useless to me.
But even that, I see deeper than that. I don't see the money. I see the mindset. That means she's had goals. She's gone out there and she's murdered them goals.
Mm-hmm.
Goals are a big thing for me. Like, if I can see where you trying to go.
Okay, so I see what you. So how far goal oriented do you want your woman to? Because how far? Because once you get past the woman who is past you, then you are looked down on. So
Now wait a minute. If her goals, I want her goals to be past me because my goals are past her, and the only way we gonna get there is together.
No, women who are already there.
See, no, I didn't say she was already there.
Oh, so you want
her goals?
You want a woman who dreams and shit?
Exactly,
nigga.
Like,
listen to this.
If her goals are to be where she is 10 years from now, I don't need her. If she wants to be right where she is 10 years from now, I don't need her.
So you want a woman, a dreamer?
It's a difference between dreaming and goals. It's a big difference.
Not really, but
it is. I've got auditorial proof. Right here. Boom.
Without goals are just dreams without goals. Are just dreams.
Come on.
And ultimately, they fuel disappointment.
Exactly.
On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline. But more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency,
you'll never finish.
You'll never finish.
So you actively
dreaming and goals.
You actively saved a Denzel speech. Is that your motivation every morning? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen.
So you a third hand-me-down. That's not even his.
It's not his. The guys who it was there with him, actually. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. But I just came across that yesterday. And I say,
sad. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is I've got dreams and I've got a vision.
Mm.
And I want to be able to find a woman that I can plug into these dreams and vision. Just like I'm hoping that she has a dream and vision that we can plug each other into and help each other get to that next level. Because what you don't want, if I'm on level 10, I can reach down and I can help you get to level 10 with me, and we can build together. Or if I'm at 10 and you at 10, and we both got visions of 20, we can build to 20 together.
You know what?
But y'all ain't ready to hear that. Y'all ain't ready to hear that.
I'm gonna let you live in that, because many people have they've had the hope that you have with you.
I mean, obviously.
And once the female gets up here and her options become vast, you start looking smaller.
But see, the thing is,
no, what you hoping for is all that shit plus loyalty. Once you achieve your goals, that's the problem.
Look. This the thing.
Everybody not as loyal as you.
This the thing. I feel like every relationship needs at least 4 things.
I feel like you quoted more Denzel to me. I'm about to punch
I'm
you.
not. I'm not. This is off the cuff, but just accumulated thoughts. Dreams, goals, love, and loyalty.
Sure.
I feel like you can't have a successful relationship without them 4 things.
Sure.
I need you to love me, but I also need you to be loyal to me. Because it's taken me a long time to realize that them 2 things aren't always mutually inclusive. But I also need you to have goals for our relationship and dreams for our lifestyles. The dream sets the target. The goals sets the path. The love holds us together. And, well, the loyalty holds us together. And the love is the fuel. The love is the why at the end of the day. The loyalty holds us together. And the love is the fuel behind our travels.
With that being said, Marky plans to be divorced. Divorce.
I just poured my heart out.
Divorced. The women that you are aiming for do not want to be where you want them to be. They want to be housewives taken care of.
We can get to that point. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. We can get to that point. We can build to that point.
Mm.
To the point where this is a machine.
Mm.
And we don't have to put as much fuel into this machine once this machine is rolling.
Mm.
We got momentum. So guess what? You can be at home with the kids. We can take those dream vacations. Because I don't have to be there as much either. You know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't take all of us anymore. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation.
I'm just letting you live.
Y'all ain't ready for that conversation. This has been another episode of Bitchin' by the Bar.
I'm just letting you live in that fantasy.
But I'm a
narcissist, so
when I get there, I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna text it to you.
Wow, jeez.
And I'm gonna be like, we coming over.
Be like, Marcus, she's cheated on you 3 times. you just accept. You don't want to be alone. You're 55, sir. Okay. Bitch, I'll kill you. The fuck? Whatever. This has been another episode of Bitchin' by the Bar. I want to thank everybody for spending your pre-drinks with us. I truly appreciate it. Feel free to move on to your main drinks. I can truly say that now because we started early enough.
I know, right?
Shout out to the first and last as usual. And yeah. Now you can play the outro music. You lonely shit.
Yeah. Did you thank God? Gotta thank God for Fridays. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I mean, Monday's cool and Tuesday we make it through. Couple tacos. I'm talking about TGIF. Wednesday is hump day. And Thursdays, we're almost there. We all love the weekend, but we can't make it without Friday. I just asked the universe to make me a billionaire. She responded, baby steps. Now I'm a multi-millionaire. I done shed a